I guess one of the things that might be a good thing to talk about is that we only now in our present time do we put boundaries between religions. There wasn't one before, right? So you worship the local god, but that didn't mean that you were denying the existence of any other. And so if that makes sense, you could be worshiping Zeus where Zeus is, and you could be worshiping Baal where Baal is, and maybe they are the same god, but yeah. So sorry.
Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense, especially when you understand, like Paul saying there are many gods and many lords, but for us there's one God and one Lord
Hmm.
Jesus Christ. So he's kind of talking about that same thing. There's lots of pantheons out there, but for us, we've got this one.
Yep.
Yeah, I like I didn't read the whole book that Matthew Bates wrote. When he explains what it means, salvation by faith, and basically he dissects his whole book that salvation, or that we're saved by faith. That word faith can be a little bit vague. So in his scholarly work, the best explanation or the best translation would be that you have allegiance to
Hmm.
God. So imagine God, be Jesus or any other God that you want to serve. Imagine that he's, and I'm just now paraphrasing and adding on Matthew Bates. Imagine that you're serving a general in the army. So you bend the knee, right? So if you're bending the knee literally or spiritually speaking, so your allegiance is to that general or your allegiance is to this king. So you acknowledge that there are other armies, you acknowledge that there are other um, empires, but you know whom you belong to, you know where is your allegiance to. So
Hmm.
for you, in a sense, only this king, only this emperor, only this maybe general exists
Hmm.
because this is whom you swore an oath to, right? So you know that there are other contracts, you know that there are other covenants, you know that there are other local deities, or not maybe even local deities. They may be deities in your surrounding neighboring nations, right?
Hmm.
But you don't care about them because you obligated yourself, you gave your word, and that's what the covenant is. So you have this contract between that deity who promises to take care of you, and then you have you as an individual or as the whole nation in the case of the ancient Jewish people.